Welcome to East Coast Elk Reviews. Today, we're doing another episode, Rate That Beer. This is episode 85. So I do have 3 beers to drink tonight. Just kind of hanging out. I actually have tomorrow off, which is nice. And, going to do some beer reviews. Got 3 different breweries. We got a beer from Fox Farm Brewery. We got a beer from Widowmaker Brewing in collaboration with Long Live Beer Works. And we have a beer by Tilted Barn. Should be pretty cool. Just kind of gonna hang out and cheers. Beer for breakfast, fact for snacks. Cheers, Chatio. And just gonna do some beer reviews. So this is Wile by Fox Farm Brewery. It's a Citra IPA, 7.4% alcohol by volume. Canned on 12/18/24. What the heck is that? There we go. Brewing and packaging at Fox Farm Brewery, LLC, Salem, Connecticut. Please recycle. Check them out at foxfarmbeer.com. They are out of Music Vale Road, Salem, Connecticut. And I paid $4.65 for this can. So, not bad. You actually do buy single cans when you go to Fox Farm. Let's see. Pull up their website here. Right, can you guys see this? Okay. All right, here's Wile. It says, built from the ground up to feature the mighty Citra. It's actually pretty high in ABV for just a regular IPA, 7.4%. Solid, $4.65. I do believe I have another beer in the fridge by them, the Daylily. But, let's crack this open, pour it up. It's got a padlock on the can. Not really sure why. From the soils comes the spoils. Should have worn my Fox Farm Brewery sweater. I got my Maine Beer Company hoodie on right now. Pour it up. Cheers, everyone. Looks pretty good. Hazy straw color and appearance. It's not focusing on me. It's focusing on it is focusing on me. It's not focusing on the beer. There you go. Yeah, so not super hazy, but it does have a nice haze. It's not super murky like some New England's, but it looks really good. They said hazy straw color and appearance. About a 2-finger bone white head on top. Holding some really nice retention. Good amount of effervescence when you hold it up to the light. But yeah, there's a little bit of clarity through the back of the beer. Or you can see through the beer, there's a little bit of clarity. Looks nice. Looks solid. Nose. Ooh, it's like dank, earthy. It's kind of oniony, garlicky. It's got that like little bit of that green hot burn. I guess it wouldn't be hot burn on the aroma, but like I said, more oniony, garlicky. Pineapple. It's really reminiscent to the like Fiddlehead as far as how dank and earthy it is. A little bit of grapefruit and some lime in there. Biscuity, bready. Smells really nice. Let's try it out. Cheers. Oh, yeah. It's like the Fiddlehead as well. The mouthfeel is really nice. It's more of a drinkable New England. It's not super thick like some of these IPAs are that are loaded with like your wheat and flaked oats. Or whatever is flaked wheat oats. I get it confused all the time. I think it's, let's see. I think it's flaked oats. Yeah. Yeah. Flaked oats and wheat typically what they use to haze up the beer a lot. So, but yeah, definitely not too crazy on the mouthfeel. Much more of a drinkable IPA. As far as fruit flavors, it is very citrusy. It's more like sweet citrus, lemon, lime combo. Definitely say pineapple again. Cheers, Dan. What's up, bro? Yeah, definitely more. Besides the pineapple note, I guess pineapple could be a little bit on the citrusy side. Yeah, it's kind of got this like tart, citrusy flavor profile, and then you get a good amount of like the hop resin. Super crushable. I mean, I had 2 Sierra Nevada Pale Ales before I started the show. And yeah, this is going down maybe even faster than those were. There is actually like a honey-like sweetness from the malts, but it's much more, excuse me, much more like dank and earthy with this one. But yeah, I do like it. I think it's pretty solid. Let's pour it up. Get the rest of the can in there. Oop, we got some floaties. That kind of hazed it up a little bit. You got a little bit more hazy. It's got a little bit more murky now. Fox Farm, man, they're definitely like my favorite brewery for sure. I love them. Their IPAs just don't miss. And I've never had an oxidized one by them as well. So I'm gonna look at more of their beers. Considering it's just me just chilling. Let's see. Bottles and cans. This rot beer I'm really interested in. I'd like to try this. This looks good. They classify it as a amber Keller beer, and it's in collaboration with Buttonwoods Brewery. Nuremberg style red lager with Buttonwoods Brewery. 4.8%. Unfortunately, they didn't have that. They didn't have that at Fox Farm last time I visited them when I got this one, because they do not distribute. They're kind of like Treehouse. You have to go there to get them. Bought a Trader Joe's beer today. Nice, dude. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Bobby. Didn't see you down there, bud. What's up, dude?
It's all right. How you doing?
Cheerios. Just hanging.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the Fox Farm stuff. Have you ever heard of a hold on.
Rot beer?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. Did you guys ever do that?
I don't think we did.
Oh, interesting. Those are probably really
Yeah,
hard to
I
find.
had a rot beer. It was done by Schilling or something like that.
Oh, they would be the ones to do it, I'm guessing. If anybody were to do them. Did you guys do like the English styles, like the ESBs, Dark Milds? Did you do all those?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Nice. Were you drinking whiskey?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I
had a little bit of
that beer, but
I had a little bit of rum before I was chilling. Before I came up here.
all right.
I like rum, but it's like kind of too easy to drink. Rum and tequila, man. I don't know. Whiskey I can sip slow. Fucking rum and tequila I just drink too fast. Then I have a hangover.
How's the are you getting a lot of snow?
I don't even know if it started yet, to be completely honest with you.
No, geez, started around 4:30 here.
Let me see. Oh no, it says, is it raining? It's raining right now. It says snow by 9 p.m. Or no, snow by 11. Or is that 9? Yeah, 9, never mind. So it's supposed to
We're
be...
supposed to get anywhere from 4 to 8 inches.
Yeah, it's raining right now, and then the temperature is going to drop. So it's 36. And then at 10, it's going to be 32, so it's going to start to freeze, I'm assuming. It's so funny, too, because they played it out like it was going to be this big 6-inch... They played it out like it was going to be 6 inches of snow, but it's... Every time, it always ends up being a joke. And then they got all these people that go to the grocery store and buy all these groceries like they're going to be stuck in their house for 2 days. I don't know. Whatever. You got a beer? Want me to pull you up?
Yeah, I got a beer. You drop a glass. Pour it in the perfect pint. That'll be fine. So this is a collad. It's called Limb from Limb. It's a
Nice.
spruce tip lager. It's between Feathered Friend, which you've been to, and Tuckerman. So 5.3 ABV. And no canned on date. But I'm pretty sure it was brewed for around Christmas time, I would guess. You already kind of know my thoughts on most Feathered Friend stuff as of right now, so hopefully this is good.
What was the style?
It's a spruce tip lager.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's almost like a dry hop lager, but done with spruce tips.
That's like a Christmas beer?
I think it was brewed around Christmas time. I mean, it's got a freaking Christmas tree on the front.
Tree on it.
It's just not dressed up, So it's a spruce, but yeah, I mean, it looks appropriate for a lager. It's got a soap sudsy white head. It's a nice golden body. It's very clear. Really good effervescence, good carbonation there flowing up through. Perfect pint. So yeah, it looks appropriate. I like that. Some aromas. It smells like a lager. Not really getting a piney, sprucey type aroma. It's got that kind of crackery, slight doughy smell. It has a little bit of like almost like cat urine. It smells like some other lagers, like German style lagers and stuff that I've smelled before that were bastardized by Americans.
Do they put can-on dates on those?
No can-on date. But I mean, it smells okay. Let's go ahead and take our first sip here. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Ooh. You get the spruce tip in the flavor. It's nice. Yeah. So you get that kind of crackery, slightly like bready dough malt. It hits with this like sweet spruce. It goes like berry. It gets like Captain Crunch berries type flavor. Then it hits with like a pretty high bitterness, and it's very like piney, but with the lingering sweetness of like crunch berries. It's like a medium body feel to it, high carbonation, very drying on the finish. I like this. I know it's a collaboration, so maybe Tuckerman really helped him out, but this is a winner for sure. Probably the best beer I've ever tasted from Feathered Friend.
Nice.
So yeah, they should make more lagers like this.
They normally do like IPAs and stuff, right?
They're all over the place. Yeah, New England's, they do porters, stouts.
Oh, okay.
I think they do a lot of kind of traditional styles, but like I like their American stout. I think that was good. They did a red ale, which was okay. I'm not really a big fan of red ales. I think they do have a couple. I think like when we went on our trip, we stopped at Feathered Friend to get the barbecue and all that stuff for the trip up to Maine. I believe I did have a Pilsner or a lager that they did. It was okay. This is a winner. I like this one. I like it a lot. Nice. I could already score it if you wanted. It's that simple.
That doesn't matter. You got to go to work tomorrow?
What's that?
You working tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I set my alarm for half an hour early. Got to get up and brush the truck off and get going.
That thing's nice. How's the truck been?
It's been good. I put it in 4-wheel drive for the first time coming home because it started snowing like an hour before, so the roads are starting to get covered with snow and slick. Yeah, it doesn't handle slippery conditions when you keep it in 2-wheel drive, so the rear end just goes around a little bit, but yeah, it handled everything pretty well in 4-wheel drive. Took right off like stoplights. I took right off the line, and didn't start to spin out or anything. Just grabbed and went. So, because I was trying to see if I was going to slip at all, like from the stop. And
there's a lot of ice too, because with the rain, it keeps going from like.
Well, that was the thing. Was last night it
rained. Snow.
Yeah.
So everything's
rained.
freezing.
So they had. They salted the roads pretty good. So I did find one slick spot going into work because like it must have been like an untreated area or it was just a well-traveled area or something. And it was on a corner. So I'm taking a corner and 2-wheel drive because I'm like, I could see the salt on the road and wasn't having any issues. But it kind of just almost back end just kind of went just a little bit as I went around the corner. I'm like, all right, there's a slick spot. So
I was gonna say
I won't go much over the speed limit. But
my car I was coming off the highway and I was like just merging onto like the regular streets. And I was going a little bit faster and I could just feel it. Like I could feel the traction. I lost a little bit of traction and then my car straightened out. And I was like, oh, I got to be careful. See, we're getting to the. It, like I said, though, it keeps raining and then it's snowing. So you're going from literally like just above freezing. It's raining and then it's freezing outside. So there's a lot of ice and shit and black ice.
We got ours. It's all snow, but there is like a little bit of. It's like a wetter snow.
Probably a little bit colder over there then, huh?
Yeah, we're in the 20s, I think.
Because right now you said it was snowing. It's only raining over here.
Yeah, it's 27 degrees right now. It's going to drop down
to
like 13 degrees.
You got like a 10-degree difference then.
Yeah. And then the next like Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday, it's like single digits. Gets like at nighttime going to be in the negatives.
That sucks.
Be like -2, -4.
I hate it. I hate the winter, dude.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested in the morning, anyways. Like I said, I got to get up a little earlier, so make sure I get on the road early enough so I don't have to. I can just kind of take it easy.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, some parts of Rhode Island it's snowing, some parts are raining. Where I'm at is raining. I think everywhere else is snowing. So. Yeah, I want to go to the gym.
I'm gonna score this already. I'm gonna score it in the.
All right, hold on.
I really like it. I'm gonna give it a mid-level excellent, which looking at like a 47, 48 out of 50. So getting up there into like the 90, at least like the 94,
nice
95 range. So out of 100. So yeah, I like it.
That's good.
This is a beer I will buy a 4-pack of. There's got to be some left at the store. So
what was the can?
Huh?
Do you remember how much the can cost?
I think it was like $6.50.
Usually pay a markup, right?
Yeah, they increased the price, but then you get the 10%.
Was that the packy? You got that?
Yeah. So after the discount, brings it down probably about $6 per can. Probably get this in a 4-pack for like $15, $16.
Yeah.
So be a lot cheaper that way. Be more like $4.50 a can.
There's a Feathered Friends like clothing brand, I think.
Well, there's no S. It's just Feathered Friend.
Feathered Friend. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they did this one right.
Remember when we used to do the website reviews, brewery reviews?
Yeah.
Can pours. I will never sell a can pour to somebody. This shit pisses me off. What's the name of that one?
Limb from Limb.
This one right here?
Spruce tip, yeah.
4-pack to go, $18.
All right, so maybe it wouldn't be 14 to 60.
For a lager, though?
Yeah.
Are spruce tips expensive? Like, why is it so much?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a collaboration.
Could be.
Maybe they had to pay Tuckerman to help them out.
Pay Tuckerman to help them. Hey, we need you guys to help us come out with something good.
Yeah. Tuckerman makes good. They got like their pale ale and
I was gonna say I don't think I've
for a
ever
long
heard of
time.
them. Maybe I have.
Yeah, Tuckerman's been around for a long time.
Where are they out of?
They're out of Conway, I believe, that area.
Oh, they're also
New Hampshire, yeah.
New Hampshire brewery. That's cool. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
like their pale ale, which is their flagship. It's like bottle conditioned pale ale.
it's cool. They got a. Looks like they got a nice facility.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's cool. Outdoor music. Pizza.
Yeah,
Nice.
that pizza looks good too. Brick
You
oven.
ever gone there?
I've never been to Tuckerman, no. Definitely a trip we should try to do though.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Is that alt beer?
That's an alt beer, yeah.
Nice. Kolsch.
Cool. Yeah, they do some German styles, so that's a good stout.
You had that before?
Yep. Never had that.
That's a cider. So they must do different stuff. Like not just beer.
I've never had anything but beer from them. Summer
Their
Pills that Summer Pills is really good.
Yeah, their labels are really cool.
They also have a rye IPA.
I feel like I saw that.
It's seasonal.
Looks like a good West Coast. Copper.
Is it Fall Line?
It says copper.
Rye IPA. Rye IPA.
Right rye IPA right there, yeah. I've had some rye IPAs. I went to Tower Hill Brewing Company in South Kingston, however the hell you want to pronounce it. I don't know. The rye grain is kind of. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Sometimes they're like weird because you lose like a lot of the fruitiness. I feel like the rye takes over a lot of the fruity flavor that you would get out of the hop.
It adds a spice to it.
Yeah, I think that spice kind of takes away from the fruit flavor. You get more of the grain.
I think one of my favorite rye IPAs was who made it? It was either Sierra Nevada or
did Beerman do a rye IPA before?
Or Founders. Yeah, that was one of the first ones Beerman sent everybody was a rye IPA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I told him he put too much caramel malt in it.
I do remember that.
Yeah. So lay off the caramel.
Yeah. Because that caramel malt's strong, dude.
Yeah.
It's very easy to. I mean, typically, me personally, I don't really like caramel malt in New England's or anything hazy.
Yeah.
Like a West Coast.
I'm not a fan of caramel malt pretty much at all.
In general, I'm kind of.
You use the crystal, the caramel, they're all the same thing. But when you get
Unless
to
it's
that
a West Coast, though, like a little bit kind of adds to the.
You get to like that 40-60 range, it starts to get kind of in that sweet area.
Too strong.
I don't like. Yeah, you can go higher. You can go, get into the 70s, 80s.
That's big in the West Coast.
Those are more on the biscuity.
West Coast IPAs, it's usually pretty big, though.
Yeah.
I need to get that damn all grain kit. I can buy it with a firm, and it would only be like $90 a month, which isn't too bad. It's better than paying $1,200 at once, you know.
Yeah, I'd be like rent a center.
I did that with my computer. I did the same
as
thing
long
with
as it's as long as it comes out to be the same, you know, if they're charging you like some type of interest on it, and you end up paying more.
Oh, I don't think there's any interest.
Yeah, if you're just paying
Well,
like
might be.
basically up to what it would cost you just to purchase it outright,
I
and that's
think
your way of getting it sooner, then that's a
I
good
think it's a
route.
little bit less than $100 for interest.
Yeah.
If you do it that way, which isn't really that bad because you're not paying it all at once,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I know. Like rent a center though, like people were buying like friggin' TVs, and they were paying like $500 more than what the TV would
More
have
than what
cost
it's worth. Yeah,
by the
that's
time it was
crazy.
done. It's like, and
Yeah,
you miss a payment, or they say that you missed a payment, and they just come and repo your TV.
Hey, we're here to take your TV off your wall.
What are you talking about? I paid. No, we're not showing you paid.
But I'm in the middle of binge watching. I'm in the middle of watching my favorite show. You see the TikTok ban that lasted like 2 hours?
No. I don't follow TikTok, so I don't care.
I don't use it either, but it's all over friggin' social media. It got banned today, and they brought it back the same day.
Yeah.
So like 8, 9 o'clock a.m. I don't know when they did it last night, but I pulled up the app, and it said that there's been a ban on TikTok. And then like 12, maybe 1 o'clock came around, and I saw on Facebook somebody was like, well, that lasted, that didn't last very long. It's back.
Yeah. I mean, the people that want,
I don't really
the
use
people
it
that want
either.
to use it, I mean, it's your information that, you know, you're putting out that, but that's like with anything.
Yeah.
Every single thing we do, you know, they're taking information from us. They're just upset that it's foreign countries thing, not the United States. We want to steal all of your information.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. I don't even use that. I don't really care for it.
Yeah, no, it's for
I'm trying to stay off my phone more nowadays anyways.
kids to be influenced by poor decision making,
Stupid shit.
idiots. You know.
I seen a video, and it was like TikTokers showing up to their first interview after TikTok is banned. And it's like a guy, and he's like, this is all I know. And he's doing the TikTok dances. He's like, this is all I know. He's like crying. He's like, this is all I know, man. People making money off TikTok and shit. I can dance. This is all I know.
I dropped out of school.
It is crazy though to think about the amount of people that, if like all social media like stopped paying people, like how would they find new jobs? You know, it's like,
yeah, and a lot of them would be idiots because they wouldn't even like go for like, hey, just get a damn job and work your way up to whatever. They'd think, oh, well, this job doesn't pay enough because they were making so much more doing stupid videos.
Yeah, it's crazy how much people make
I don't
off
want
like
to listen to my boss.
social media and stuff. I mean, I'd like to make money off YouTube one day, but that's more so it's probably not going to be something that I'm making money off of it. If anything, it's just going to put towards the beers I buy. The beers and the whiskey I buy.
So what beer did you do first?
Yeah, I'll give a score. So I have my first beer was Fox Farm Brewery Wile. It's a Citra IPA, 7.4% alcohol by volume, so pretty much up there. I mean, some breweries would probably consider this a double.
Well, but you have to be at least 7.5.
7.5, yeah. Well, I'm saying for an IPA, it's still up there. Utilizing only Citra hops. This is it's oniony, it's garlicky, it's dank, it's pretty good. It's a little bit more fruit forward. I get a lot of pineapple, grapefruit, and then like the sweet citrusy, lemony lime thing. But then it also has like a little bit of that green aspect. It is pretty fresh. It's from 12/18, so about a month old. Carbonation's pretty good as well. Mouthfeel is a little bit more on the drinkable side. It's not a super hazy New England. It's a little bit more of a crushable one. This was the last of the can. It kind of hazed up a little bit more, but when I first poured it, when I poured the first half of the can, you can kind of tell that it was a little bit more, it had a little bit more clarity to it. But it's really good. I do like it. As far as a number, I think it's pretty solid. I do kind of wish this is one of those beers where I feel like it probably needs maybe like another month in the can. I do feel like it is a little bit on the like dank, oniony, garlicky. I was comparing it to Fiddlehead, so it's kind of like a Fiddlehead IPA. Excuse me. But I do feel like at like maybe like 2 months, that green, oniony, garlicky aspect would kind of dial back, and you get a little bit more of the fruit flavor. But depending on who you are and what you like, I mean, if you're a fan of Fiddlehead, you'd probably really love this beer. You'd probably be blown away. But for what I have in front of me, I would give it like a 92 out of 100. I think it's pretty damn good.
Tanner's like a parole officer type person or judge.
Why is that?
Somebody goes up for their parole hearing, and you're like, yeah, you need another month or two in the can.
In the can? I didn't get that, but then it made sense.
Yeah.
This is true. It is solid, though. I mean, Fox Farm, they don't miss. I don't see the main issue that I'm going to have with making beers if I start my own brewery is I'm going to be totally scared on putting out New Englands and canning them, because it's like the chances of them becoming oxidized are a high percentage. I feel like it's not easy.
The biggest problem, like, you know, if that was to happen, where you actually got a brewery and stuff, and putting out product, would just be there's such a huge amount of New England IPAs out there being put out constantly by breweries that have been around, and you'd have to have people gravitate towards yours. Otherwise, yeah, they might just sit on the shelf, and then if somebody finally grabs one that's been sitting there for 4 or 5 months, okay. Oh, this beer sucks.
That's what I was kind of gonna do. I might take like the Fox Farm Treehouse route where I don't distribute, because then you have to pay a distributor, especially if I was really small. And I wouldn't do too many IPAs till I figured out how to make them come out perfect every time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do that thing where like people have to, like, you have no cans even, or if you did like crowler or growler fills, because everything will stay fresher if it's in a keg under pressure.
Yeah.
Versus putting it into,
Can.
canning because you're introducing oxygen to it when you're doing that, which is going to shorten the lifespan of it. But if you keep it in a keg and everything, it will stay fresher for longer.
I do want to do a lot of like oddball styles though, ESBs, dark milds. Definitely want to do a Hefeweizen. Got to have at least a couple dark beers, like a stout, porter. Maybe some of like the more fancy German stuff. Yeah, I want to have like a nice wide range. And if I do IPAs, I want to try to perfect them. I don't want to do like IPA after IPA after IPA after IPA, and it's all different ones. And I'd rather focus on recipes and perfecting a recipe rather than just putting out a new IPA with a different hop in it every other friggin' week. You know?
Yeah, like, some breweries, like you got the derivative and stuff like that from. Is that Proclamation that does that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The single hop series.
Yeah. So I mean, you got a few breweries that do that with the single hops or the two hops. They switch up different hops. Yeah. So that's a good way of like finding like, hey, what kind of flavors can you get out of?
You're gonna get from certain hops.
Some of these hops, but yeah, I think if every single brewery did that, it would just get boring because like, oh, I don't want to just do another Strata single IPA.
I would like to do a nice brown ale too. Oh, and Saison, Kolsch.
Yeah.
There's so many different styles out there. I do feel like there is such a thing as too many, though. As far as availability, though.
Yeah.
If I was doing brewery only.
I feel Can't like go wrong with a good Hefeweizen.
6, 7. Oh yeah. I think the first beer I brewed, that Hefeweizen came out pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And that was a malt extract. Definitely want to do an all grain version of that one. I think that'd be really cool. I do really want to do an ESB. English beers are nice. And then the cast setup is like next level. Dark mild ESBs. English Pale Ale or English IPA. Those are also good. They're just not as cold. Cask is usually served a little bit more room temperature.
It's cellar temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets pumped up from the cellar, but it's hand pumped, so it's lacking a lot of carbonation. Makes for a creamier, smoother body, and then also, yeah, it's a little bit warmer than something that's chilled in a fridge, so can have the potential to show more imperfections if there are any in the beer.
Yeah.
Had a few casks. There was one in Nashville, the place that I think they brewed. I think they had like a few beers. It wasn't like a huge brewery type thing. It was more of like a place to eat, and they had like a nightclub and stuff in there. But they did have some of their own beers that they brewed in house, and they had one of them on cask. It was pretty good because I got to taste like the regular version of it, and then they had like the cask, and it was like a double IPA. a double
Oh, wow.
IPA on cask, and it was interesting. I actually preferred the cask one over the regular because it was just like the lack of the carbonation and stuff. It kind of changed things a little bit. Because carbonation kind of add that, almost make things seem like they're more bitter or spicier or whatnot. So,
did you ever get a chance to go to Fox Farm? I don't think so, huh? No.
we looked it up that day when we were all in Rhode Island.
That's right, and they weren't open.
They weren't open
That Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're open on Thursdays. Yeah, their hours kind of suck. I actually drove there on a Wednesday one day. Pulled up to the parking lot and everything. Huh?
To find out they were closed.
Mm-hmm. Drove an hour away. Then I went somewhere else.
Is that when you went to the Portsmouth one?
What is it?
Is that when you went to?
Yeah, I probably went to Ragged Island.
Yeah. See, when you were saying all that stuff, you were like, "Oh, it's in Portsmouth." I'm like, I've never heard of this brewery. Never seen this brewery in Portsmouth. But it was Portsmouth, Rhode Island.
Ragged Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ragged Island's cool. Yeah, Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Yeah, that's a good spot. They have a greenhouse too. No, I went to the gym the other day, and it's in Exeter. Tilted Barn is in Exeter. So I was only like 10 minutes away. So I left the gym. I'm like, all excited. I'm going to go to Tilted Barn after the gym. Have a couple beers, go home, take a nap, have a good day. It's my day off. I was like, oh, screw it. I get there. They're friggin' closed. All through January, Tilted Barn's closed. January 1st to like the 28th. I looked on their Instagram. I guess they're completely closed for the month.
The brewery's doing dry January?
Look, I'll show you. Closed for winter break.
Yeah, it's dry January.
The barn is officially in hibernation mode. Find Tilted Barn beers at your favorite local shops and restaurants. Come on.
I mean, maybe it's just like years past. Maybe that's been like this season where it's just like people don't visit as much because
I was gonna say maybe it's really slow because of the economy, and
so maybe that's when they take a
little break, do a little remodel, and brew some stuff, and not be so busy. Put more of their money and manpower towards making beers and brainstorming and shit, remodeling the place. Who knows?
Or they're in Hawaii.
What do you mean they're in
like taking a vacation? Like.
Oh yeah, they could be.
Yeah, there's a farm stand around here, and
the owners could be on vacation. Yeah, you could be right.
I only stopped in this farm stand one time, and they had cheese and everything. I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll come back." And they're like, "Well, this is the last week we're open. This was last winter. This wasn't even this winter." And they're like, "Yeah, we decided because they were getting up there. The guy, like the owner,
yeah. What are you doing in the chat?
Getting up there in age, and he's like, "Yeah, we decided that we're going to start taking winters off, and we got a second like a not really a home, I guess, but a go away, anyways, down in Florida. So
really?
Every winter they close down the farm stand and they go to Florida now. So like I had just found the place, and then it was like 4 months later when they finally reopened, but I was just like,
because Bills playoff games.
Stopping in.
Sounds like the life to live.
Yeah.
Just decide when you want to go on vacation like that for a month. Must be nice. I do actually have 3 vacations this year. I've been with Coke for 5 years. Now I get 3 vacations.
Nice. I only put in for 3 vacations.
But the funny part is,
I get like 6 or 8.
I got one in like March. Because I picked my first 2, and then they make you wait for the third one. And the only ones that were open were January, February, March. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to do the one that's the least cold. Which March is still probably cold.
Yeah, we haven't gotten back our vacation forms yet, but I put in for April, June, and August.
I have one
Not the whole month, just a weekend off. But
I think I have one in either April or May. I picked either one of those, and then I have one in September. I think.
yeah, I just figured like because we had to put our stuff in so early.
Oh yeah, I know. I have to do mine at the end of December.
If we all decided that we're actually going to like do something, meet up or whatever, if there's going to be another beer tube palooza, because you don't find out until
I know
when something would be. So I figured if that popped up, then I could just go to work and be like, does anybody else, because I have time, so I just be like, does anybody else have this weekend off? No. Well, I want to take it off,
yeah,
put it in advance, and
well, that's cool, man.
And that will work.
But, cheers. What's up, Northwest Small Batch Brewing? Steven, what's up, dude? I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick.
Yeah, so I'll be right back. I gotta try to get the dogs to go out to the bathroom.
Okay.
As well. Cooper needs to go pee. And then I'll do one more beer, and then I gotta go to bed because like I'm gonna lose some sleep tonight. you doing, Sadie? You ain't go out? Should have gone out the other doors.
All right, I'm back.
All right, me too. Get Cooper to go outside real quick to take a pee. Sadie just went out.
Nice. Want to pull you up?
Yeah. With a, not like a huge fan of Dunkels, but this was in the mixed bag. So Von Trapp Dunkel. Von Trapp's out of, I believe it's Stowe. Yeah, Stowe, Vermont. Do you want to guess the ABV on a Dunkel?
Von Trapp, 6%. 5.5.
So that's what it looks like, anyways. It's gonna kind of tight.
What's the ABV?
I'm gonna tell you right after this.
Oh, okay.
It's got a nice, like, kind of root beer brown coloration, kind of very like red amber. You can still see through it. It's hard to see when it's kind of showing the dark side, but you can still see my fingers there through it. The ABV on this is 5.7.
Oh, so I was right in between.
Yeah. I think I looked at that wrong. I thought it said 7.5. I was like, holy crap.
Close.
Yeah. So it's a dark lager. It's kind of I always smell like it almost has like a brown bread with like peanut butter. That's what I kind of pick up. And then it has like this fruity tone to it. Yep. I also smell a little bit of pee. Not urine, but peas.
Peas?
Yeah, it's got that pea smell, and I don't know. See, it's not just Treehouse. I think it's like the style of some beers. The malts that are used, I think, yeah, it must just have this kind of like vegetal pea aroma. It smells like fresh fern picked peas. Yeah, so but slight fruitiness, brown bread, a little bit of like a peanut butter, peas. Yeah, all right. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Medium body, kind of moderately carbonated, slightly drying finish to it. A bit more on the toasty side on the palate. So you get a lot of like the kind of dark bread, but it's like it's toasted. Maybe a little bit of biscuitiness to it too. If you had some oven biscuits. Dinner rolls, whatever you want to say. Pillsbury Doughboy visited. Luckily, it doesn't really have that pea type flavor to it. Maybe a little bit on the floral side. Floral, earthy. Bitterness is a mild, moderate. Yeah, this Dunkel's actually not too bad. Maybe I've just had some bad Dunkels.
Probably. I feel like there's a style where you can get a little too carried away with the malts.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's pretty easy to drink. It's got some decent flavors to it. It does have that lingering bitterness. It almost has like a little touch of an ashiness on the finish. It's not too much though. I had some beers that just taste like almost like an ashtray because there's so much like burnt malt type notes. This one does kind of create like a little bit of a phlegm-like feel. I have been congested, so I do have phlegm.
Me too.
Yeah, it does kind of create this little bit of a almost phlegm-like feel in the throat. That might be from some of the darker malts. Sadie, what do you have to say for yourself? Nothing? Okay. Bye, bitch. All right. My dog, Sadie. Yeah, I mean, I'll come back with a score on this one. I'm not quite ready to score it.
All right. This rum is so weird, dude. Thomas 2 rum, single barrel rum. Very freaking oaky and a lot of tannins. There's a lot of me's. That's why I haven't really got through it. I keep trying to drink it, and I'm like, it's just not that good. I think that bottle was like $40 too. All right. So from the brewery that's closed right now, apparently they're on dry January. Oh, that's Bumpy, not me.
Hi.
We have from Tilted Barn Brewery their Winter Soul Porter, which is interesting because they don't do many dark beers. They do a lot of IPAs. Every once in a while, they have like a saison, maybe a stout or like some holiday dark strong ale, something along those lines. But yeah, I think this is the first porter I've actually had by them. So it's called Winter Soul. You want to guess the ABV?
Porter is an American porter.
Let's see. Winter Soul is a seasonal porter we brew sparingly, generally open in the coldest of months. This complex winter ale is fermented on vanilla beans and cacao nibs, and it's sure to help you get through the long winter nights.
All right, so it might be a little bit warmer. So it's probably more like an American or a robust porter. I'm going to say 6.8%.
You're close. 7. Pretty high for a porter, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, vanilla beans, cacao nibs. And this was $4.25 for a can. Pour it up. Oh, I knew it was going to do that.
Nice. And I'll be right back as you pour that. I gotta pee myself now.
Okay.
Made sure the dogs peed. Now I gotta pee.
I didn't realize there were adjuncts in this. You got it in the donut glass. Yeah, it looks really good. Poured kind of thick. Hold up to the light. That is a dark porter. That is like almost stout level. Pretty much no clarity through it at all. And then we got this about a finger brown head on top. Tight knit bubbles. Holding some decent retention. Really not much effervescence at all. But looks really nice. I'm gonna wait for Bumpy to come back. No worries, Paul. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate you, bro. No, definitely haven't. Just pulled it out of the mini fridge. It's kind of cold. But it's 7%, so I probably won't drink it too fast. And it looks like it's a thick porter. It doesn't look like it's your crushable one. Dead to me. Porters and stouts are my fave. Yeah. I love darker beers too. I guess it depends on what mood I'm in, which one I prefer over the other. As far as porters and stouts. As far as dark beer, the Maduro Brown by Cigar City is one of those darker style beers that I really enjoy. I don't really see too often. Do you get Cigar City distribution over there anymore, Bobby?
Not anymore.
Neither do I. I have not seen them in a long time. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I know you were kind of walking away as I was pouring it, but look how that looks dark. Look at that, Bobby. Looks like it's stout.
Yeah.
Nose. That's like robust coffee. Dark chocolate. Maybe like a little bit of raisin in there, but for the most part, that's like coffee, chocolate forward. Now they're using cacao nibs. What do they call it? Cacao nibs or cocoa nibs? Cacao. Cacao! Hopefully Dan's still in the chat. It does have that like rich, robust, dark chocolate aspect. The vanilla, if you didn't tell me there was vanilla in this, I don't think I would notice that. But I definitely get this big dark chocolate. Slight raisin. Maybe like a little bit of some caramel malt sweetness and a biscuity breadiness as well. But yeah, coffee. Coffee. Oh, maybe a little bit of the vanilla on that one. It smells really nice. 7%. Not noticeable on the aroma, which I would hope it wouldn't be on a porter, but smells really good. Kind of smells like cold brew. Maybe like cold brew coffee with like a dash of creamer. Let's try it out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. If you thought that coffee beer from that coffee style from Maine Beer Company was good. That is like cold brew coffee, fresh roasted coffee beans. Like I said, it's kind of got like if you were to throw in like a dash of creamer. There's a slight touch of like that vanilla like sweetness, but then you get that roasty, chocolatey, like dark chocolate finish. Mouth feels really nice. Definitely in between porter / stout. Kind of going towards like stout range as far as mouthfeel, but then you can tell it's a porter after you sip it a couple times. This one, I think Paul might be right. I think this one I might need to let it sit and warm up with just a little bit. But yeah, straight up coffee, dark chocolate, slight bitterness, but it's kind of balanced out by that like slight cream-like aspect from the vanilla beans. Excuse me. Carbonation is definitely light, but this is very good. Very, very good. A little bit of maybe some dried fruits, like a chocolate covered raisin, I would say, like a dark chocolate covered raisin. And then that like biscuity breadiness adds to the flavor as well. It's very good. I am going to take Paul's recommendation and let this warm up a little bit before I give it a score. I think it's going to get better. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it, Paul. I agree with that. Some stouts porters are better a little bit on the chilled side, and then some they really open up. Especially like the barrel-aged ones. Those ones are like you really don't know until you tried both versions, the cold versus the warmer version. Speaking of porters, sadly I still haven't brewed Bumpy's Telly Porter recipe, which he kindly forwarded me a year or two ago. See that, Bumpy?
What was that?
Paul's comment.
Speaking of porters, yeah, that's fine. She did the ghost smoked Telly Porter. Was that the one I sent you? I don't know.
I do like porters. They are, yeah, they are a lot harder to find. What state are you in, Southern Sipper? You in Louisiana? I feel like you are. Maybe Florida?
If I had to guess by the name of that channel and the way that it looks, I'd say he's from Texas.
I think he might be from Louisiana. Alabama are both wrong. What's the temperature over there? Because it's in the 30s and it's in the 30s where I'm at, and it's in the 20s where Bumpy's at. Judging by Bump's reaction, we're not on speaking terms anymore. He doesn't like you, Paul. Oh, now it's snowing. Now we got snow going outside. It's 40 right now. 70 yesterday. What a difference, huh? That's crazy. Does Alabama get snow? Do they get snow ever? I'm trying to see it on the map. Oh, they're a little bit closer to us than. They're like right near, what's that, Florida? What's on the side of them, though? What's on the side of Alabama, Bumpy?
I was just learning something about my vehicle. I had a sensor light come on. I thought it was a slip control thing, but it was showing two cars crashing, and I wasn't anywhere near, like there was a vehicle in front of me, but I had plenty of distance. So I was just checking to see what the hell it meant, and it could mean there's like either a dirty sensor, which it's snowing out. So Could be from that, and now it's saying like it could be a bunch of different things. Could be a fault in the system.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. If it's a fault in the
Georgia.
system, it's going back to be checked out.
Cheers, Sam. What's up, bro? Every 5 years. Oh, what's that? When you get snow? Supposed to get it a bit Tuesday.
Yeah,
So,
temperature here is currently 25 degrees.
Alabama's on the side of Georgia. That's interesting. That's where John's from, right? Georgia.
He was originally from Alabama, and then he moved to Georgia. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Alabama-Georgia line.
Sheesh, Paul. Going down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit overnight for us tomorrow. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, we're only going down to 14 tonight.
Yeah, we're not getting that bad. We'll be down. Oh, says 6 a.m. It'll be at 21 degrees.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I don't have to work.
Downsized the storm. It was 4 to 8 inches. Now it's only 3 to 5.
Actually, I'm wrong. 8 a.m. It says it's going to be 19, and it starts going back up. It's a good thing I'll be inside my house. Beer Man, what's up, bro? 40 here. Feels like 32. It's still pretty cold over there on the West Coast, dude.
It's 25. It feels like 70 in my house.
Is that what you got the thermostat set to? 70?
No, we got the pellet stove.
Oh, yeah.
No, the pellet stove is only on 2. I mean, that's basically the level it needs to be on to keep functioning.
I think you're a little bit colder there, Paul.
I messed with it. No, we have somewhat similar weather. He's only like 9 or 10 hours away from me.
Only 9 or 10 hours. I love how when you look at a map of the states, mine, like, you can see everyone's state, and mine is literally just like, all right, and it's a fucking arrow pointing towards where it is. It's like, what the?
It's pointing in the direction of the ocean where it should float off to.
I know, right? We might not be a state one day. Well, we'll mark it down as 49 states. Wait, how many states are there? 50 or 51?
It's 50.
I was going to say, why do I always feel like this? There was a joke that there's 51.
Well, because we're going to take over Canada. And then we're going to take Greenland and then maybe Mexico. So, yeah.
Yeah. Might not be Rhode Island state anymore.
Yeah. This is almost gone. I'm going to have to pour it.
It was not 52 as commonly thought, along with additional territories and commonwealths. What the hell are the two?
Well, because people think, because we also, the Dominican Republic is like a colony or whatever of ours.
Oh,
They're considered like they don't need green cards or anything like that. They're like part of the United States, but they're not a state. They're like some type of so stuff like that.
it's confusing.
Yeah. That's why they can come over here and play baseball.
Right. 35 here, but not Fahrenheit. So what's that? 35 Celsius. What is that? What's that in Fahrenheit?
35 Celsius. Well, 0 Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's like 70 something, maybe.
100 degrees Celsius is boiling. 200, it'll be 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So
70
somewhere
probably?
in between there. If you get up to 50, you'd be looking at about
Just ask Google.
100. So I think he's in the 80s.
Oh, really? That's
nice
and warm over there, huh? I wish. I'm so tired of the friggin' cold. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, Bounty. What's up, bro? Beer man, I think that was along when you said the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, too. Maybe. Liquid volumes are initial. Yeah. 95. Holy crap.
That was close.
That is hot. That is warm. Excuse me.
Why do I always get these in my Google searches?
What, pizza?
Yeah.
Can only imagine why. Yeah, it's hot beer, man. It's only my second beer. Well, technically, more than my second beer. Second beer of the show. What time are you working tomorrow? Same time usually? Are you waking up at like 4?
Same time. No, I got my alarm set for 3:30. Give myself a little extra time. Like I said, I have to clean off the vehicle.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun.
You can't drive with snow in your vehicle.
Right.
Yeah, Jessica's law here in New Hampshire, because there was a girl named Jessica that was killed from snow that came off of a tractor trailer truck. Hit her vehicle and killed her. Snow and ice.
It's crazy.
So no vehicle is supposed to have any snow on. If it's a light powder, then it's one thing, you just drive, it just blows off. But yeah, if you have any type of buildup at all, clear it off.
What, 95? 95 in Alabama? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It is summer over in Australia right now. So.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's like cooler temperatures for Sammy, because he just went through like 100 and something degrees. I think they were up there in like 110 or whatever a couple weeks ago.
It's nuts. Can you even go out of your house at that temperature?
Yeah.
Feel you melt on the sidewalk.
You go out of your house. I mean, Arizona, it depends also on the humidity level and stuff like that, on how bearable it is. Arizona is a dry heat. They reach like 120, 126 degrees and stuff like that. If you have like a lot of humidity and stuff, that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
It's actually not bad. I haven't been like a huge Dunkel fan, but this one's actually pretty good from Von Trapp.
I don't want beer, man.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I scored it. I didn't score it. For being a Dunkel, I'd put it like top end very good.
Nice.
I give it like a 45 out of 50.
Excuse me.
It's good.
What was it? 40 out of 50?
It's like a 45 out of 50.
Oh, 45. Okay.
Yeah, top end very good.
Oh, nice. Southern Sipper says, my humidity in the summer is always in 85% up. Yeah, that sucks. It's rough. Yep.
Yeah,
Bumpy's having a good night tonight because both of his beers back to back were pretty good, he said.
Yeah.
Usually you have at least one bad one.
Yeah, and I got to pour some bourbon just to have something real quick to drink and then add that off the bed.
That's cool, man.
Last day of work, at least, but I know that like if I stay up way too late, then my alarm goes off. You know, I'm losing a half an hour already. It's gonna be like.
I'm normally supposed to work tomorrow, but I have the day off. I got the day off tomorrow, and now I got to work Wednesday. So, but I get paid for tomorrow.
Day off tomorrow because of like the snow, or is it because of?
No, my boss just asked me to. He said, "Oh, you want to take Monday off and work Wednesday, and then I get paid for Monday, so I'm technically working 6 days, or I'm getting paid for 6 days." You know,
my boss said he saw my truck and he said, "You better not have any excuses for not making it in because of weather."
Yeah, right.
I called out one time because of weather because I looked outside and the snow was above the hood of my vehicle because the plow truck didn't even make it.
Yeah,
and I would have had to taken a shovel, and by the time I would have dug the I don't know, quarter of a mile to the highway, it would have been my work day would have been over.
And put a plow on your truck now.
No, hell no.
I know, I'm kidding.
It destroys trucks.
Oh, I know it does. It ruins your transmission.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a big diesel. Yeah.
Then my insurance company would be like, "Why do you have a plow in your truck?" They increase your insurance level now.
Does it really?
Probably, because you can't Uber drive or do anything with your vehicle. Increases it. So if you're plowing, you're doing damage.
If you do Uber, oh yeah, because it's technically a business at that point. So you probably just have to get business insurance. I could, to be honest with you, I could.
Increases because they ask how many miles you drive.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If I even if I bought a truck or put a plow on it, I probably legally could put like a plow and stuff like that on mine because I have to have business insurance on my car because of my job, because I drive my car during business hours. So,
yeah, you're driving from place to place with your own personal vehicle for work.
Yeah, so I
drive to work.
To work, exactly.
Yeah. So my insurance is like, because it's just gonna be like a pleasure. I mean, obviously they know that I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I mean, it's not just like I only go to work in my book. But that's the main use. I mean, I don't do a lot of traveling. So.
Somebody working for Coke in like some other state got into an accident, and they were on the clock, but they didn't have business insurance. So there was this big ordeal, and now they went throughout the entire nation and made every branch have their employees get business insurance. That's okay. It's never a problem.
This is that Brothers Bond. It's good stuff.
Nice.
Look for it. I think you have to order it online. I don't think you can find it in stores.
Sticky eggy. Ooh. Is that a Ludacris song? Choose me, man. That sounds really confusing. Why can't it just be like proof where it's only double?
I don't know why the rest of the world has to be so difficult. Go by Celsius and meters and shit like that.
Well, in hindsight, they probably look at us and think that we're the difficult ones.
Well, obviously. I mean, we're the only people that really do our own thing. Inches and feet and Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Why? So everyone else uses Celsius?
Pretty much.
What did Japan use?
They probably used
or Asia in general.
Yeah, they're probably on some type of emperor scale.
What do they use? Celsius. So we're the only assholes that use Fahrenheit.
They say the temperature is rising.
That's hilarious. So everyone uses Celsius except for us. Let's see. What temperature scale does Germany use? Celsius.
Pretty much all of Europe uses Celsius. Everybody in the world uses Celsius. Canada,
other than us, exactly.
Yeah. I think they call it the imperial.
I think Scotland's Celsius. Well, Celsius is Scotland.
Check Mexico.
Ireland, Celsius. Yeah, but Mexico's close to us, and they still use Celsius. We're the only ones.
Yeah, we're the assholes.
Assholes. We have to make things difficult, apparently. That's too funny. It's like everybody knows out there all Celsius.
It's redneck agenda.
We want to be different.
America.
Experience this shit. That's funny.
At least all of our instruments that we have do have a Celsius option. You have a thermometer outside, one side Celsius, one side Fahrenheit.
Can 90% of Americans tell you what the Celsius is in Fahrenheit, or what the? Yeah,
No,
probably not.
that's why we asked them.
We asked everybody else.
I mean, I know that 0 degrees Celsius is 32 because 0 is freezing in Celsius, and that's 32 Fahrenheit.
Don't
for
kid
us.
yourself, use.
I didn't know the exact, like Paul put out the exact, like, oh, it's about 9 degrees each thing. You know, why it couldn't be 10 degrees would make it much easier. But
so when you make beer, Paul, do you use Celsius or Fahrenheit? I think everybody else uses kilometers as well.
Not here in New England. We don't even use miles. We use time for distance. And somebody asks you how far is it? How far is it for you to get to Boston? About an hour.
Metric units, kilometers per hour. Yeah, I think kph is what everybody else uses. Yeah, so we just like to make things fucking difficult, apparently.
Yeah, they even have different measurements for pours. The Imperial pint's different than the American pint.
What's the Imperial pint? 20?
Like 20 ounces?
I think so. Or is it 16?
An American 16. Yeah.
That's how they get you. That board was good. All right, let me do a score. Did I say a score on this? I don't think so, right?
Mm.
This is very good. I really like this. I kind of wish I got a little bit more of the vanilla bean, but overall, this is a very good porter. Super easy to drink. Mouthfeel was great. It had a little bit more of a viscosity than your regular porter. It's kind of on the stout realm. I'd go like 94 out of 100 for that one. If I got a little bit more of the vanilla bean sweetness, probably would have gave it like a 95, 96. But very good. 7% Winter Soul Porter by Tilted Barn. So solid.
Nice.
I was actually kind of hesitant on buying that because they typically don't make any darker beers. That was totally worth it.
I think I had is it Tilted Barn? Never mind. It was the other brewery that you don't like, that you totally changed the whole structure of their canning.
Me?
Yep. You bitch so much about the cans with the girl doing the different things under the willow tree. I don't know what beer I had. You know what they do now? They're all the same.
Well,
Dan and I did a little willow beer together, and there was a noticeable thing with all the beers now. They all just have her sitting under the tree. She's not doing anything. They went to a standard. So now you really don't know a beer, you kidding? Unless you just know the name. Because at least you could tell. At least, oh yeah, I had the one where she was playing with the dogs. Oh yeah, I had the one where she was climbing the hill. Yeah, I had the one where she was jumping the rope. Now she just sits under the willow tree because Tanner opened his big mouth.
Good. Make me buy their beer less then.
Wait, I've had that one where she was sitting under the willow tree. Damn it. This one might be different, though. Buy the beer less. They make good beer. Why would you want to buy it less?
Because I don't know what the hell which one I've had. And a lager the other day was $15 for a 4-pack.
That's not bad. Look at the lager I just had. $18 a 4-pack, right?
That's nuts.
Dude, there's some the German ones. So I'm picking up some like German craft stuff. And yeah, it was like almost $20 for a 4-pack. For like a 4.7% Pilsner. But it's damn good. Damn good stuff.
I mean, you got to figure they're not making it as mass produced. They're not using corn, so it's going to be a little bit higher. They're using more hops. So, I mean, they could be using more malts too. So it's not like they're not putting in the time and effort and ingredients into these products.
Yeah, just looked out the front window. Already got probably about 3 inches of snow.
Nice, dude.
I think it's going to be more than the 5 inches we're saying.
I haven't got shit yet. Hasn't even snowed yet. Oh, never mind, snowing now. Last time I looked, it was still raining. My computer says heavy snow. You off? So after tomorrow, you have off till like for the rest of the week, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, off until Saturday.
Nice.
Gonna go shoot some darts with my uncle Thursday.
That sounds cool, dude.
So yeah, so we do family. It's family night Tuesday. Every Tuesday we do family night. We cook dinner. And my stepdaughter and my grandson come over. And then I'll have Ezra on Wednesday and Friday. But I don't have him on Thursday this week, so I contacted my uncle. I said, "Hey, you want to play darts?" He's like, "You made my day."
Oh, everybody knows me as my real name. Nobody actually calls me East Coast on here. Cheers, Paul. Yeah.
Cheers to a Southern Sipper because he's probably out by now.
I was gonna say I was getting to that, but I was behind on the chat. Thanks for being here, bro. Cheers to you, man.
Oh, I don't know. I'll announce it live on your channel. We got people in the chat. So I did a thing with Chad's beer reviews the other night. And so Tuesday there'll be a video coming out on his channel.
Were you?
With me and him. Yeah, doing we did a beer school thing. And then some
Nice,
Vienna
dude.
lagers. But he also posted today, he did a podcast as well that we did. The podcast was mostly like he kind of just asked me some questions. So it's kind of personal questions about me. Like how tall am I and how heavy are you? But yeah, so that's on like any podcast thing. If you go to Chad's beer podcast or Chad's beer reviews, you might find. I don't know. I think it's also on YouTube. I didn't watch it. I hate watching stuff that involves me, so I don't. Hopefully, it turned out okay, but I figured I'd put it out there if anybody's interested.
Nah, that'd be dope. Definitely gonna check it out. It's cool. So, would you guys talk about styles and stuff?
What in the podcast or the beer school?
Beer school thing.
The beer school thing was so. Yeah, it was on Vienna lagers. So we did
that specific style. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just kind of went BJCP kind of. So the whole like thing where I did my multi Monday thing was based off of Chad doing his BJCP style guidelines beer reviews that he was doing solo. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then also the whole thing with just getting people to join up that, try to find beers that maybe they never heard of, getting them in different styles. That was my whole purpose.
Everyone involved. Yeah.
So yeah. So we did Vienna style lagers. So we did this Boston, the Boston lager from Sam Adams and Von Trapp's Vienna lager. So we kind of compared them both to the BJCP's guidelines and scored them.
I think that would be cool. Maybe we could do a Because like this is a little bit more laid back, but maybe we could do a live stream. We could broadcast on both of ours, but maybe we could do a live stream where people just bring any style they want, but they have to give information and talk about the style and like maybe a little bit of feedback about the brewery itself. So maybe they have to come with like a little bit more information than just bringing up a beer and reviewing it. I think that'd be cool. Bring a style from a brewery that
it opens up your eyes to that's one of the things, like like how close to the brewery, like are they like going towards like what the style guidelines are of the beer versus like more of your own personal preference on how it comes out. Because maybe you just don't like that style, you know. Maybe it's like the brewery didn't actually like make a bad beer. It's just maybe you just don't like the way that style is, and
so maybe that would be the outlook. Like bring a beer style that you don't normally drink, but you're really interested in.
I know what you can call it. I like your style.
You could. I mean,
nah, I think that was a beer, man. I think
maybe. But no, that would be cool. Bring a style that you're not normally used to, but you're interested in, and it's from a brewery that you really like. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Makes you want to talk about it more rather than just being like, oh, it tastes like this, and that. And maybe it would be a little bit more informative, a little bit more kind of like a history kind of thing rather than just bringing up beers and talking about the flavors and stuff. That'd be cool. Beerman says he's down. Definitely. No, Chad's beer reviews, not Chadio, Paul. Excuse me.
Yeah, in Canada they just know him as Christos.
I do have to use the bathroom one more time.
All right, well, you do that. I'll be here for a minute or so while I finish this.
All right.
I do have to go to bed.
Okay, you can talk shit.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck so hard. Hopefully nothing bad happens at work. So I'm not sure how true it is, but somebody told me that if you get less than 5 hours of sleep a night, that basically it's like having a major head injury. So I looked at the person and I said, "No, you calling me stupid?" Cheers. Yeah, I've got to drive safely. There's no more trucks in my color. If it gets wrecked, then I'm screwed.
Right. Last beer. I have from Bumpy's favorite brewing company on the planet, Widowmaker. Oh, just kidding. This is actually in collaboration with Long Live Beer Works.
They might be better. Widowmaker is, I think, better than I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Squirrel Nut Zipper. Flying Squirrel, whatever the hell it is.
The fuck did you say? Squirrel Nut Zipper?
What's the squirrel one? Out of Massachusetts.
Mighty Squirrel?
Mighty Squirrel. Yeah, I don't really care for
it Squirrel.
Squirrel Nut Zipper is a song.
Oh.
But, oh no, wait. No, that's a band. Squirrel Nut Zipper is a band. And they have the song Zoot Suit Riot.
The Promise of Eternal Youth. Double IPA. Well, I'm showing you the ABV, 8.1%. Nice little collab beer. 12.6. 24. Pop it open, pour it up. I got no other information than that. Mechanical brewery glass. Looks nice in this little glass. Hazy golden orange in appearance. 1.5 finger. It's actually kind of off-white. Tighten it. Bubbled head on top. Now, there's pretty much no clarity to this compared to the first IPA we had. Looks good, though. This one is also very dank. Yeah, it does look like orange juice beer, man. I get a lot of peach and tangerine. So maybe like Tangelo. Peach, tangerine, grapefruit. It's kind of got a little bit of that like funky, earthy, garlicky aspect as well. Sweetness from the malts, a little bit like honey lake sweetness. It's funky. It's got like that funky, earthy hop aroma. Maybe like a slight berry note in there. But yeah, it smells dank, earthy, tropical, fruity. All the aspects. It smells pretty good. It actually smells like it's going to be somewhat of a thicker New England IPA. And it, like I said, it was canned 12.6, so it smells like it's going to be a little bit on the green side. Let's try it out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's good. Peach and melon. There's a really nice, maybe like clementine, kind of like a sweet citrus. It's actually not very bitter. It's not, there isn't much hop resin. You get like a sweet tropical fruit and then the citrusy flavor, but it finishes very clean. Maybe that's because considering the beers I just had a super dank green IPA. That Citra one was very oniony, garlicky, and then I had a like somewhat bitter kind of coffee porter. So this one is definitely not giving the bitter vibes like the other two did. What's with the hoodie? I don't know. I'm warm, man. I like to be comfortable. This is my main beer company hoodie. This is a awesome hoodie. Yeah, this is good. I like it. It's definitely more earthy and dank and green on the nose. On the palate, it's a little bit more mutual. It's a little bit more laid back. It's actually very sweet citrus, and then you get that pineapple, like tropical flavor up front, but then you get that really nice sweet citrus. It doesn't necessarily finish bitter. 8.1% is almost not noticeable at all. There's a slight acidity, but yeah, very drinkable. Nothing really offensive. I feel like this is one of those beers where if somebody was a little bit hesitant on IPAs, you could have them try this and they would really enjoy it. Now, like, I've had some friends that I would be like, oh, try an IPA. And they're like, I don't like IPAs. They're gross.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like beer, man.
They're dank. They're bitter. They're too earthy. This one is a little bit more laid back. But for like a big New England IPA fan, you might be a little bit disappointed because it's not as like intense on the finish. Overall, I think it's really good. And like I said, maybe it's just because I had a porter and a super dank, oniony, garlicky IPA before this one.
Possibly. I'm gonna cut it short for me, or not really short for me. It's long for me.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta go because I'm like looking at.
Oh yeah, it's 10. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here, Bubby. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna give it a. I'll go 96. I think this is the best one of the night.
Ooh, I might have to pick up Widowmaker now again.
It's a Long Live Beerworks collab.
I haven't seen much Long Live Beerworks. So
I don't know why, but the collaboration beers, man, the collaboration beers, I feel like they do a really good job.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a collab beer tonight too, though?
I did. Yeah, it was Feathered Friend and Tuckerman.
Yeah, see,
and that scored excellent too.
I think the collabs are where it's at. But yeah, thank you for being here, bro. Cheers, and have a good night. I'll probably see you tomorrow. So,
cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow.
It's solid. Oh no. Dank? Come on, Paul. Usually when I say dank, it's referring to like that earthy green kind of hop aspect. So if you brewed a beer, right, and you canned it, or specifically an IPA, and you canned it, and the next day or the day before that, I mean, not the day before, the day after that, you get that big hop resin, you get that oniony, garlicky, almost like earthy aspect to it. That's what I refer to as dank. Yeah. just like fresh hops, super, super fresh hops, to the point where you get more of the earthy kind of flower aspect rather than the fruity tropical side of a IPA. Yes, cheers to Bumpy. Cheers to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Beerman Paul, for hanging out. It's been cool. Still got this. Gave my score on it. Yeah, this is definitely the probably the top tier of the night. Overall, I had some really solid beers. Both IPAs. Now, I've had some Widowmaker stuff that I wasn't really too crazy about, but this one is really good, and it's in collaboration with Long Live. So, I mean, Long Live really makes some good stuff. So, we had overall some pretty solid brewing companies tonight. Fox Farm, Tilted Barn, and Widowmaker and collab with Long Live. That's like might be my favorite there. Widowmaker in general are like kind of a hit or miss for me, personally. Oh God, carbonation. I have visited their brewery, and it is it's a good spot. And the people that work there are really cool. Some of their beers, some of their IPAs I've had canned weren't my favorite. But the IPAs that I had on site, like when I went to the brewery, were definitely solid. Add hops to the keg, and the keg after fermentation is over and came out way too grassy for my liking. Yeah, so maybe that's probably that dank aspect, that grassy flavor you're thinking about, Paul. That could be that dank. Look at this thing. That's a solid beer. What's going on? What's going on in the YouTube worlds? What's everybody up to? Miscellaneous is live. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm not really too worried about going to bed anytime soon. What are we at? 2 hours in? Yeah, this beer was solid. Thank you for everybody stopping by in the chat. I do appreciate it. I haven't been going live as often as I probably want to be. Excuse me. I've been going to the gym, and it's been busy with work, with the holiday and all that good stuff. Been picking up extra days, so I do appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out, and chatting it up. Definitely a special shout out to Bumpy for sure. Great dude, good friend of mine. Love that guy. I wouldn't know 90% of the beer community if it wasn't for Bumpy. So definitely shout out to him. Shout out to Middle Brew. Been in the chat. Beer Man. Let's see. Southern Sipper. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being here. That green aspect is starting to become a little bit more noticeable as this starts to warm up. Bounty by observation. Cheers to you, brother. Short Stout Beer Reviews, Sammy. Cheers, my dude. Who else? Dan, FLX Beer Reviews. Him and Mike. Great beer reviewers. Very entertaining. Check them out. Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. Cheers to you as well. First comment of the night. And, yeah. Cheers, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for being here, dude. I hope to, one day get that freaking claw hammer supply kit. I gotta do it. I just gotta bite the bullet and do it already. I want to brew again. It like bothers me every day. I think about it every day about brewing more beer. Excuse me. Starting something. Zero Deception Brewing Company. It will be the brand. Hopefully. But the knowledge that I've learned from Bobby and Beerman and all the beer community, but mostly those two guys. Eric's pretty good too. Miscellaneous. Josh. Thrash is even a good home brewer. Steven, Northwest. Was it Northwest? He was here earlier. Small batch? Northwest Small Batch Brewing? Shark. Oh my gosh. Shark. Kevin. Hands down to him as well. Shark is an awesome dude. He has also helped me with a lot of shit. Great dude. Middle Brew. Oh, I know. Middle Brew is like the underground legendary beer brewer. I think Paul should make more homebrew videos. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, Northwest Small Batch Brewing with Steven. Definitely shout out to him as well. But yeah, definitely shout out to Shark. He's been there for me on my malt extract brewing days. I don't know if his head's getting too big, but that guy knows what he's talking about. That's for sure. Both you guys. You guys should come up with a beer together, Paul, if you haven't already. Collaboration. Beerman, Paul, Middle Brew. Collaboration beer. Should do a Germanic style. I think that would be freaking cool, man. Yeah, a little bit of a coughing fit there. Woo! No. We all know you're a good dude, Paul. For sure, bro. Surprised nobody else wanted to join other than Bubby. It's cool, though. Shit. What should I pour? Excuse me. Eyes are watering. A little bit of Elijah Craig straight rye. Oh, that's good. All right. Well, it's been good to rate that beer. Shout out to Bumpy. Bumpyisms. Check out his beer reviews, pizza reviews. Very knowledgeable beer reviewer. And he's actually been getting pretty good at reviewing whiskey as well. And I do hope that we all can convince him to put out a whiskey review on his channel. But yeah, till then, cheers everybody in the chat. Appreciate all y'all. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, is there anything else you guys like to see on my channel? Make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and more good videos. Like beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.